Crimson Light Show has brought us to the main event of the evening here in Titletown, and what a game we have in store. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Central Michigan Chippewas. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Now on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. You're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Vick. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Going right and going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Dumps it off in the flats. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
Touchdown, Alabama! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Now facing a 3rd and long. Going with the ground game left. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. The Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Bond. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A run for the quarterback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The run from the shotgun makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's got an open man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on it.
Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And the Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Turay. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. 4th down is coming. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll leave it with him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Touchdown, Bama! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and
breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Chippewas, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the run, it's Miles. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Carney. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Snagged in the middle, it's Meadows. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go, set. To the air on first down. The throw. Got his man in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Pass to Stigson, still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Flips it out on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown time!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he tacks on the extra point. They marched 72 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking for room, it's Miles. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And for some inexplicable reason, he takes a knee. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. And down to a knee. Guess that's one option. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Trying to get the corner. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage. Really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Chippewas will send out the punt unit. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. A 1st down for the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Powers through the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They'll line up for a second down play. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books.